You can hide your lying eyes. In this video we're going to take a look at how to play the Eagles' Lyin Eyes and how to simply strum it on acoustic guitar. You can get quite involved with this one because there's a bit of lead in there, especially at the beginning, but we're just looking at the chords. This one, there's no real difficult chords in it. The tricky thing with this one is getting the timing right. A few years ago I tried playing this one just by looking at the chords and the lyrics and found myself messing it up. And then when I went to the record to play along with it, realised timing was out, changing chords too soon. And you cannot really, it's funny how you can think you know a song, you know, really well because you've been listening to it. I remember listening to this one as a little boy because my dad had the greatest hits. And you think you know it inside out, you come to play it and you think, oh yeah, I don't even have to listen to the record, and you suddenly find that you don't really know it as well as you kind of think you do. So it's getting the timing right with this one. When it comes to tricky chords, there isn't really any. There's a G major 7 in there, which is simply thumb hooked over on the 3rd fret of the A string, mute the A, first finger on the 2nd fret of the high E for that G major 7. You can miss it out, but it sounds better with it. And then there is in the chorus a G9 suspended 4, which you might be thinking, what on earth's one of them? It is simply an F chord, open A, thumb on the 3rd fret for the G bass note of the bottom A. It sounds like that. That's your G9 suspended 4. If I'm honest, I had never come across before. So the introduction, I'll play it through. The chords are on the screen, and it's a case of counting really to get this one right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 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 4. So really getting that timing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you play along with the record, it'll keep you right. Now the verses are pretty much the same chord progression, but right at the end there's like a little bit different, twice as like a slight difference. So we'll look at that, and then the chorus is just the same. So I'll attempt to sing the verse 1, starting on G. City girls just seem to find out early. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How to open doors with just a smile. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rich old man and she won't have to worry. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shut up all in lace and go in style. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So keeping that when you stop singing to be able to count the chords is very important, and that's the mistake I was making, where I was changing too quickly and everything was out. The second verse rather is exactly the same, apart from right at the end where I have this A minor 7 to D7 change. So I'll play that through. Late at night, a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price, and it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So you got A minor 7 at the end. We'll have that later on. Third verse is the same chord progression, but right at the end we have a D7 to G change, which I'll play through. She tells him, so she tells him she must go out for the evening to comfort an old friend who's feeling down. But he knows where she's going and she's leaving. that at the end, leading to our chorus. So in the chorus, in the verses, we have this slight difference at the end of them. So the chorus, I'll play it through. On G, you can hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide those lying. And then into G, and we'll play our intro. So on that chorus, you can hide C/G, you're lying, back to G's, G, which makes it interesting. You can hide your lying eyes, da, da, and your smile is a thin disguise. D7, I thought by now. And there's that G9 suspended 4, and it makes a world of difference if you get that. You realize there ain't no way to hide those lying. And then we go into our intro chords. Lying eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We have verse 4, which is the same chord progression with an A minor 7 to D7 change. The verse 5 has the D7 to G ending. I've got the sheets for this. I'll put it in the blog so that you can follow along. We then repeat the chorus, repeat intro. Verse 6 has an A minor 7 to D7 change. Verse 7 sticks is exactly the same as the first verse. Verse 8 has a D7 the G change. Chorus 3, I'll play that through. You can hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. There ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Honey, you can hide your lying. And that is the end of the song with chorus 3. So as always, thank you for watching. Hope it helps you be able to strum and play Lyin Eyes by the Eagles, and you should be able to do it in under 10 minutes.